Welcome back to the BMO, the Intermission Report. Our intermission guest is IceHogs forward Joakim Nordstrom. Joakim, first couple games here in North America. Kind of talk about the differences so far that you've noticed in the game back in your homeland of Sweden compared to the game here in the American Hockey League.
Yeah, well, first of all, the rink is smaller here, so that makes a big difference. Just how you play the game, it's more of a north and south hockey here than back home. It was more like puck control. You could play like across the ice. So. It's a bit different.
No, you appear to have good speed, and the bigger ice surface, there's a little bit more room for you to move around. But you mentioned to me before you even played your first game that you thought the smaller ice surface would be fun to play on. And kind of talk about playing on the smaller ice surface. You've done it before in international competition, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think like on the smaller ice, I get more involved in the game. So that makes it a lot more fun to play too.
So you come to Rockford, and there's a couple of native Swedes on the team, Klas Dahlbeck and Henrik Karlsson. For you, it's got to be comforting to at least have some familiar faces, along with some guys I'm sure you were in prospect camp with here in Chicago a few times, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I met most of the guys at prospect camp, but like you say, it's a little bit more like comfortable to have guys that speak their own language, like Klas and Henrik. So absolutely, it helps me out a lot to like feel more like home.
They spent the last couple of seasons with AIK over in the Swedish Elite League there, and I know that the season came to a little bit of a premature end. You wanted to make the postseason, but kind of talk about the situation of wanting to make the playoffs, but knowing this opportunity might be here to come and start your North American professional hockey career.
Yeah, well, absolutely. It's not really that I thought about coming over here once I was playing over there in Sweden, because like you just want to win every game, and of course you want to make it to the playoffs and as far as you can. So once we got cut out or we didn't make it to the playoffs, this was an opportunity for me to come over here, and it was no doubt I just wanted to come over as quick as possible. Now,
some people might think, well, the season ended early, but you guys actually start quite a bit earlier over there, right? Your season probably starts in, August?
Yeah, early September.
So now the season's kind of going, you're a young guy. How are the legs holding up kind of on the extension of the season? You still feeling pretty fresh and ready to go?
Yeah, absolutely. Unfortunately, I missed the first couple of months of the season in Sweden because of an injury, so I've only played like 45, 50 games, so I feel fresh for sure.
So you go from Sweden, where your team just missed out on the playoffs, and you come here to a team in the playoff mix, so the intensity level is definitely there, and kind of talk about jumping into a playoff mix here.
Yeah, like you say, it's the situation that I was in back home too, and we did very good actually. We almost made it to the playoffs from being like so much far away. So I feel that I can bring some energy and maybe some experience from it.
Talk about your game. What does Joakim Nordstrom's game on the ice? How would you describe your play?
Would describe myself as a two-way center. I can play on the wing too, and most of the time I stay on the defensive side of the puck. But I feel like I have some offensive skill too that I can bring to the team, and pretty good shot and a good skater.
All right, well, really appreciate the time. Welcome to Rockford and have some fun, all right?
Well, thank you very much.
All right, that's Joakim Nordstrom, center for your Rockford IceHogs. We'll be right back right here on the IceHogs Broadcasting Network.